Around town. My name is Yolanda Mulwa. Thank you for making the time. The show is Sugar and Spice, a little sweet, a little spicy. What do you wish you knew before you had children? And I'm almost tempted to say the conversation should have been things to consider before having kids. Although semantics, potato, tomato. Cindy, the thing, what do you wish you knew? How much it takes out of you, how much it requires from you and of you. It's not a joke. When you have a child and you're like, the first few months when they don't have a rhythm, they're not sleeping, they just want to crap and crap and crap and crap and crap and cry. Crap and cry and crap and cry. You're like, oh my God, this is as challenging as it gets. Dude, you keep unlocking next level stuff. Yeah? It's crazy. No, there's no job that's more fulfilling than the job of, on my part, being someone's mom. But it's a lot of work mentally, emotionally, psychologically, financially. Good Lord, ati Nerea Mungu akileta mtoto analeta na sahani yake, not even a saucer. Let me tell you the truth. So there's so many things you need to consider. And the story was not a cautionary one. It was just to make light of the moment that is parenting. Lifetime sentence, more like it. First, you need to ask yourself questions like, why do you want to have kids? Can you handle the chaos that comes with parenting? Are you healed? Many people are not healed and then you're going to pass on your traumas to your children, knowingly or unknowingly. Me, I didn't know about healing your inner child. The day you have a child is the day you confront yourself and you see things in you that you never would have imagined, both good and bad and ugly. Yeah? So it's no child's play. There's so many things to consider. Can you afford having children? And even the money bit is the smallest, like 1%. The 99% is not a joke. You have to think about their medical cover. You have to think about their education. You have to think about where you live. Because when you're bachelor padding, it's nice and cute until now there's no room. They need you to crawl. They need to play. They need some foliage. You want your children to grow up in a concrete jungle? Not if you can help it, Cindy. And then relationships. You would like to have a child in a relationship, in a setting where you have a strong support system. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man, because women lately are opting to have children on their own and vice versa. Although I don't think African men want to have children on their own without women. But another story for another day. The time, the sacrifice, by the way, it's hours and hours and hours and hours. And it's not instant gratification. You look back later and you're like, oh my God, I did that. Look at my child. And there's the good, there's the bad, there's the ugly of it all, but I promise you will not regret it. And sometimes when I'm like, oh my God, this is taking too much out of me, and then you're so scared that you don't want to ruin an entire person, you want to make the right decisions, you want to raise a well-adjusted human being, so to speak. It's frightening. It's frightening. It's like I get frightened. And then I just look at her every time she brings a trophy home, a certificate, every time she says please, sorry, and thankful, every time I see how thoughtful she is about every person around her, how giving she is. And I'm like, maybe I'm doing something right. And sometimes she makes me laugh. She calls the Askari's house Askari's nyumba ya uchi, yani aka unakumbuka vile tulikuwa tunaitanga tu nyumba ya askari ama nyumba ya uchi. My daughter calls it the Askari's hangout, because that's where the Askari hangs out. And I see small little cute things like that, and I remember why I did it all. Can't wait to hear from you. What do you wish you knew before you had children? Do tell. At SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And also you can text me on 40127. It's free of charge. Today, Yani, it's actually not a joke. What do you wish you told yourself before having children? To be honest, what do you wish you knew before you had children? Okay, adulting is so. Look at the conversations we are having. Things to consider before having children in a nutshell. So, and I'm going to be reading some of your comments. Steven says, I'm here taking notes, but you should try as much as possible not to transfer your traumas and then be willing to learn and relearn. Absolutely. My guy, it's actually not a joke. And that's what you're saying. It is. I can't even put it any better than that. And for you not to transfer your traumas to your children, you have to be healed. So you have to do a lot of self-work, internal work. Not nikona nyumba, because we always feel like the only thing we should be thinking about when preparing to have kids is the financial obligations or implications of having kids. It's far beyond. There's a lot of unlearning. There's a lot of learning. There's a lot of relearning. Oh my goodness, it's hard. It's like being Kenyan. Only these cute little people who kind of look like you, they're telling you interesting things. I'll go to Facebook. Kidogo Baba Wanda says, ahem. Damn. Many things, Yolanda Mulwa. Many times I just don't know what to say. Yeah, that's how we all are today, speechless, tongue-tied. Jerry Jr. says, prepare well emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Yeah, physically. Because my daughter wakes up like she has been on an energy drink drip all night. She's like, good morning. I'm like, oh my God, why? I'm like, hi, mama. She's like, do you want to kiss me? And then she's jumping. I'm like, why are you jumping? You could just ask. So they're full of energy. You have to also be physically able to, be at par with them, their energy levels at least, or, to play with them and be present. Simon Odhiambo says, I don't want to imagine. Kimutai Koech says, I'm a silent listener. If you type that out, not so silent. Yeah, not so silent. Martini Solomon is in the house. Thank you so much. Irene Levy is also in the house. Thank you so much. And the conversation continues on the socials at SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And of course, you can text me for free, 40127, but the handles remain the same on the socials at SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Let's hear from you. I have some more clips from you, courtesy of my amazing producers, Joyline and Lynette.
Wish I knew that it is good to get a child when you're still young, when you're energetic, when you can provide for the kid. Yes. Instead of getting a kid when you're a little bit older. That is it.
Okay, I wish I saved enough money before I had children.
I wish I knew that you really, really need to invest heavily on children. And when I talk about investing heavily, I'm talking about financial investment, emotional investment, spiritual investment. Basically, you need to have also what we call high level of self-awareness, because you cannot raise another human being unless you know yourself and you know where you want to take that person. Yeah. So basically, do your preparation well. Don't just find yourself as a parent. Prepare.
First of all, about having children, I had to plan. I had to talk with my wife. Or now we'll have how many children. Thereafter, we'll learn on our way. Or now we'll protect those children. Or now they'll get food, clothing, shelter, and whatever. So, before every plan, you have to put in place that what will these children have when you are old? What she's old, he or she's already there. Will she get the life you want for her, or in what way? As a child, having a child is not something easy. We have education. You should, and I always tell my wife that the life that I live before, my child should not live that life. He or she needs a special life, a life that will determine our future. And sometimes, being in a family and you already have that child, you always see some of the things. Sometimes because of the current economy of the country, you always see, I wish I had invested this amount of money. I wish I had also built a good house for this child. I wish I had a car, because sometimes maybe I don't have a car when you are going out for weekends.